told, North Amexem may very well be the brain of the Amexem-Moor-Empire as a whole. Al-Kebalan and Yabzu, on the other hand, absolutely are the heart and the life's blood of the Amexem-Moor-Empire. In the end, it's not merely a matter of resources. It's not merely a matter of larger population than North Amexem. In the end, it is how we will move to integrate everything with North Amexem, Central and South Amexem, the Albion District, and the rest of Sector 5. Harappa Indus region, inculcated all into what we're doing in our Kebalan. Folks are not ready for what's coming, irrespective of what the hostiles do, irrespective of what the hostiles plan, irrespective of whatever the hostiles have or think they have, think they can plan, and think they can do. We're going to do our own thing. And our own thing is based upon our monetary policy. And our own thing is based upon an agriculture-based economy that is buttressed by or supported by manufacturing to a degree. Some service aspects to a degree. However, by and large, agriculture. And although the Paris Club and the Commonwealth have got our folks over there twisted up in a game where some of our folks refer to themselves as Francophone or Francophony, and the rest of our folks may very well refer to themselves as Anglophone or Anglophony. And neither of them are the fact. Neither of them are true. The brainwashing is coming to an end. The Western style social engineering is coming to an end. They engineered our folks here in the West and engineered our folks over there. And it's all coming to an end. Those using superior force of arms have had their day, and it's coming to a close. Those using dogma and rhetoric and quote-unquote organized religion to create artificial barriers that make our folks divide themselves along artificial lines, and then turn around and argue over the nuances to the point that folks look to kill in the quote-unquote name of their religion, their faith. All that insanity is coming to a close because it's not logical, it's not reasonable, and folks have had enough. And the time is going to come as sooner than most think when all that insanity comes to a close, because parties are going to choose not to engage in it. And parties are going to choose to shut down those that move to impose it. And you cannot stop the inevitable. Therefore, what we work to do with the integration of the Amexem-Moor-Empire Imperial Government operations, as well as our industry, commerce, and trade, predicated upon our own monetary policy, is designed to do things in a manner to usher in a long-term stability engagement. Most folks get into things of hardship and drama because of what they contract into, what they agree to, because they presume in large cases that they don't have any alternative or any viable option. They fail to realize that you're only out of options when you stop looking for one. And just because parties said that there aren't any doesn't mean that there aren't. If the hostiles tell you to look up, that means you look down. and how we proceed. We may engineer a lot of things for industry, commerce, and trade in the north of Amexem. However, the talent pool is just far larger in Sector 4. Combined, everybody eats on both sides of the ocean. Everybody wins. So it's never the what, it's always the how. This is why we have operations planning the way we do for our 12 departments and 39 sub-departments. And all it requires is a shift in focus, a shift in the thought process of our kith and kindred across this planet. We need not go out of ourselves for anything. Everything we require, we actually have in our possession already. Folks have lied to you and lied to others, and we're saying those days are over. Training requires that we be disciplined. The implementation of our operations requires that we be disciplined. And in due course, things begin to fall in place on a larger and larger scale. And it only takes a handful of us, percentage-wise, to fund the turnaround. It only takes a handful. When you start telling folks what you refer to as euros, roughly 11 euros from less than 2 million of us, to fund a fiscal budget that deals with infrastructure of by and for folks on multiple continents. When parties can see that philosophy in action, when they can participate in bringing that philosophy into action, and parties begin to see the physical manifestation of that fiscal budget and what infrastructure it puts in place and what options and solutions come as a result of it being in place, all of which being made available without the hostiles anywhere in that equation. It gives folks an opportunity to see applied science. And parties can either participate now or be quiet in their failure when they look around and see that there's no infrastructure strong enough for them to be able to fend for themselves, making them beholden in furtherance of their already being beholden unto those who are hostile unto them. And no matter how you slice that pie, that's just stupid. And our folks are not stupid when they choose to think, when they choose to grow up, when they choose to put down the lower self short-sighted stupidity. And whether they like it or not, the harsh reality is coming, and they're going to be forced to choose. Ante up and kick in, or be quiet in their doom. And really and truly, it is painful to watch, because there's some really smart folks out there that are too stupid. And we know better. They know better. They're too smart to act that stupid.